I'm going to show you all of my bindings and dead zones that I use for freestyle and explain what the uses are and how you can adapt them to your style. To start with my bindings, I haven't really changed many of them, except the most important one is air roll left and air roll right. You'll have normal air roll to start with, but I use air roll left on LB or L1, and I use air roll right on R1 or RB. This is so I can easily air roll. When I have it on normal air roll, I find it really difficult. And on normal air roll, I also have my rear view on the square or X. I have this so if I want to do a rear view shot, it is quite easy to do. But if you want to do even more advanced rear view shots, you sometimes want to put it on LT or RT, as that will make it a lot easier to press rear view and also do all your controls at the same time. But everything else is normally default. Some people have boost on RB or R2, and I have it on just B or circle, as that is a lot easier for me. I've always had it like that, and I don't see a big reasoning to actually change it, rather than it's a tiny bit more comfortable. But most people don't have it on RB anyway, so there's not really any point changing it. Now for the sensitivities, steering sensitivity and air roll sensitivity. I normally have both of them at the same. The higher you put it, the better at musties and flip resets you'll be. For example, max off resets and jaxi resets will be easier with a higher sensitivity. But air dribbling and stuff like that will be easier with a lower sensitivity. So I kind of have it more towards air dribbling, as that's more my style. But if your style is more for flip resets, maybe bump it up to like 2.5 or something like that. So I think mine is good for both of them. I actually change my steering sensitivity and air roll sensitivity a lot, because I never really find my perfect balance. So I think around 2.2, 2.4 is probably very good for me. Now the settings you probably came to this video for. Controller dead zone and dodge dead zones. I'll start with controller dead zones. Mine is at the moment 0.1. If you want to have it at 0.3 or a bit higher, you can. If you've got it that high because of stalling, I use 0.1 and I can stall consistently. So if you have it lower, you can still stall really consistently. So around 0.3 is good if you can't stall that consistently. I know a lot of people with their dead zones are like 0.05 and they can stall very consistently. So that myth is just a myth really. It's not really something that everyone actually uses. So I use 0.1 as I find it easier in general getting musty flicks and double touches and everything like that. You can use it higher, as I said before, but it's more personal preference, and I prefer 0.1 for comp, and I'm really lazy so I can't be bothered to keep on changing it, so 0.1 is a perfect balance. The dodge dead zone is a lot varied with a lot of freestylers. Mine's 0.7, so I know a lot of people have it really low. I don't think it makes too much of a difference. It's something that's personal preference again. I've always had it around 0.7, so I've always mastered it around that. So I recommend just leaving it at what you've got at the moment, but I do recommend 0.7 if you are struggling to find a good amount. But now I'm going to show all my presets to end off the video. Hopefully this helps, and if you've got any questions, ask me below.